All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America. Okay. Wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native American, Seminole Indian speckled bird. Okay. To warn them from the Most High is coming back to judge this place very soon. All right. First and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000 and 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right? Book of Ecclesiastes. It's lucky. All right, Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. Because here we are, we're at the end of the world, yeah? Like they say in London. At the end of the world, yeah? Right? Well, ask them what's going on over there in England. They'll tell you, well, the end of the world. So let's get some understanding first. All right? Ecclesiastes 1 and 4, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. All right? So the earth, right, when they say that this is the end of the world, they add, as we know it. All right? Because the earth abideth forever. Now, what is coming and going is the changing of the guard. Okay? And what is the changing of the guard? Well, you got rulership, and you got subjugation, subjects, slaves. All right? You got to have a king, and a king has to have subjects. Well, right now in this kingdom, right, this kingdom is over. Pretty easy to see that this kingdom is over. And it's just going to play itself out. And what we have to do is we have to play our position as the rest of this kingdom plays itself out. Now there's going to be a lot of kicking and screaming, squirming and crying. Okay? A lot of it. All right? A lot of death and destruction. See, because you have those with the capacity for righteousness, but then you have those that are crybabies and everybody gets a trophy, right? Well, those days are coming to an end. We're going to go back to the way things were created to be, led by a man, right? And in order. Okay? The order that the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai created. If you got a problem with it, then the problem will be swiftly dealt with. Okay? So, have fun on your way out. Right? Let's get that real quick. This is the book of Job. Why are we in this fucking mess? And we swim around here in the milk for a while. Book of Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So there's the earth being mentioned twice. Okay? Here in Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So there's a little context there. Okay? Don't have to worry about the earth exploding with us on it, right? It ain't going nowhere. All right? But right now, it's been given into the hand of the wicked. What is he doing with it? Well, right now, he's booby trapping it. Right? You know, successfully went around and deceived everybody into believing that he doesn't exist. Right? But right now, he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, therefore rejoice, ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Now we did mention that word earth. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Right? There's the earth again. Just being mentioned. So you have to right? You have to understand how the Most High delegates who's ruling the earth. Okay? So lucky to me look something up real quick. If I could just pull that up. It's the book of Daniel. Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. That's saying a whole lot right there. See? And people don't understand that about the Most High. They don't understand that the Most High is a man of balance. They don't understand that the Most High is a jealous God. They don't understand that the Most High is a man of war. And the issues of death are in his hands. They don't understand it. They think he's an all-loving God who doesn't hurt anyone, who doesn't kill. Well, the Most High don't do nothing. His Son does it all. How about that? Only thing he ever did was create a Son and then give out orders. Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers. And who are the watchers? Well, the angels. And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth what? The kingdom of men. And giveth it to whoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. That's talking about Esau, and he did that. He gave the earth into the hand of the wicked, just to show you that he could do what the hell he wants to do. He could take the lowest of the low, knuckle dragon Nebuchadnezzar, and set his raggedy dog ass up over the whole kingdom. Right? Just to show you. Right? Look, I created you to run the universe. What is this animal? Right? And when I say animal, I'll show you what I mean. Okay? He did that just to show you. See, the Most High will show you. It's like he's from Missouri. And I jest when I say that, but the Most High will show you to prove a point. That old Fafo, right? Like Pharaoh. Pharaoh had to fuck around and find out. See? And sometimes it takes Jake. Jake got to fuck around and find out. Because Jake is hard-headed beyond all compare. So here we have what is left of Esau's world. It's 1 Peter 4 and 7. Because what must we do? Well, you gotta do what the Most High got you doing. For sure. 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. Right? Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. What, the end of all what? The end of what is left of Esau's world that was given into his hand. The basis of all men. He had his run. He had a couple of runs, as a matter of fact. Well, your runs are over. Now you're going to be trying to run to the bathroom to get a break from that heat, from being in slavery, and catching it 2 and 3 times harder than the worst Hebrew slave. Guess who the new Hebrew slave is, Esau? Because you are a Hebrew, you're a Shemite. All right? Yes, it's close, and we can taste it. Got to go through some hell. Everybody does. Boy, it's going to be sweet here in a minute. Right? I can imagine how the elder apostles feel after all these years. Right? After all these years. Coming down that back stretch. Yeah, we're very close. So Ezekiel 3 and 17. All right? See, because we got to spell it out. Here we come. We're on the backstretch. Guess what? We're still at the beginning. It's the beginning of sorrows. right? Well, what are you supposed to be doing? You're still fishing, right? Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right? So, yeah, we got to stretch. Okay? There's a stretch. We still got to, there's a few more that need to be woke up. Right? Because when will the end come? Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So we're at the beginning of sorrows. What do we got to do? Four. Matthew 24 and 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we're in the middle of that. We're in the beginning of wars and rumors of war, right? The beginning of sorrows, but the end is not yet. We got to go through this time. We're in that no man's land of tribulation. All right? And you got to wallow in it. You got to patiently exist. Okay? Nobody gets a free pass. Nobody skates through Jacob's trouble. Nobody, there's no pre-tribulation, nothing. That's a damn lie. You got to be tried in the fire. Okay? You got to go through it. Everybody. The elect. You got to go through it. And the elect know that. Who's the example? Right? If ever you needed an example, look at Yahushua. He went through it. All you got to do is be tortured and be put to death. That's all you got to do. So nobody, you get to escape, right? No man is above his master. Everybody knows that, but boy, we don't want to catch no ill, right? No. Nope. You walk toward it. You walk towards catching ill. All right? That's what you do. So what's the mission? The lesson came out yesterday. It's just business. Assad, it's just business. Who's that? Chief Ephraim? It's just business. What's the business? You got to be about being about your dad's business, your father's business. Well, what's the business? Warning them from you. We're in the business of warning them from you. Okay? Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right? Hey, well, guess what? It's still fishing season. We're still out here for a very, very short time, though. Okay? See what they're doing. They're coming after free speech. That's what that whole English thing is about. That whole English riot, unrest, pogroms, whatever you want to call it. It's about free speech. Right? Sneaking up the back way. They did the bait and switch just like they did with the so-called assassination. They started baiting and switching right away. Got you caught up in there. See, they're doing some fishing of their own. Right? They got to try to stop this internet business. Right? Because they're being fingered and have been caught in their own net, internet. Right? So that's what that is. Right? We're still in fishing season, but very soon, okay? Very soon, famine of the word. Let's get it. 8 and 11 or 11 and 8. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine for bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So everything is out there. If you're not getting this now, okay, what can be said? What can be said for you? What can be said if you don't get this? It's not like we ain't been out here for years. This is 1 John 2 and 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. All right, well, let me tell you. It's been a long fight, right? The Lord will, we endure until the end. The men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord. Lord willing, you out there fighting, right? Get older out here, lose a little pep in the step, things change. Seasons change. Hey, but we're out here abiding. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem for that. All right? We're still out here. In truth and in sincerity. Right? That's a big one right there. That truth and insincerity thing. You got fools out here on pride. On pride. You just spent all this time out here. You out here for filthy lucre, for keeping men unto yourself. This is crazy. Why would you do that? We're at the end, man. Okay? We're at the end of it. We're at the end of this whole thing. Second Ezra 6 and 7, right? Right now, Everything's about patience. Everything's about patience. Right? When you can see it, you can taste it, you can smell it, that's when that patience got to kick in, because you still got to go through it. Hey, don't fool yourself at the end. I saw that, what is this guy? Spiritual Arc. What happened to Spiritual Arc? She didn't have Spiritual Arc. Wait, Spiritual Arc been around forever. What happened to Spiritual Arc? That's scary. Way into this thing. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So we're dealing with the end of this world as we know it, right? Which is Esau. It was given into the hand of the wicked. Esau is the wicked. Anybody still trying to say, here we are at the end, Esau is not the so-called white man? You still saying anything like that, man? We fought that fight damn near 20 years ago. Okay? See, a lot of you don't understand. A lot of these fights were fought so long ago. You're still, here we are, about to get run off the street, right, with the famine of the word. You are still trying to get somebody to kiss your shoe. I'm looking at all these noob camps, newbies, still using clickbait. Superman flies down and smacks Edomite's teeth out. I'm like, oh my God, I want to see that. Right? And you click into it because you're like, oh, they're still doing that? That's against the law. That's against camp. A lot of stuff you kids are still doing that was against camp in 2012. Right? A lot of things against camp. Scoffing elders. That's against camp, stupid. In 2012. You guys are still scoffing camps? Come on. Showing up at camp to scoff. That's so 2012. And what is this? It's going into 2015, 2025. So like, crazy. Absolutely. Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Okay? So, we're at the end of Esau's world, man. Okay? And it should be sweet in your mouth. And you should be focusing on patience. Okay? Because this thing is falling in everybody's face. As we speak, you're watching it. Do you understand what you see? That's the question. The question is, do you understand what you're seeing? Okay. Sun Tzu, when your enemy, right? When your enemy is losing by destroying himself, don't stop it. Something to that effect. Okay? You're having a race with your enemy, he starts destroying them. So don't stop him. Let him destroy himself. Stay out of his way. All right? Esau is just like a civil war. All right? A kingdom divided against itself is going to be destroyed. Right? Well, who's bringing the division? Yahushua is bringing the division. Who's your example? Yahushua. Well, add a little, throw a little cog, you know, throw a little wrench in Esau's game, right? See him stumbling, throw a little wrench, look the other way. Very close, man. Now is not the time to be trying to create a persona, okay? Especially some of you old heads. You old heads trying to be somebody now? Stay in your lane, Chief. Stay in your lane, bro. Rev. Right? It's gray man time. Right? Pull out the gray garment, fade into gray. It's gray man, dude. Alright? What kind of idiot doesn't know that it's lonely at the top? Right? You want to be the head of the camp, right? You think you do. Find out what it comes from. It comes with a whole bunch of work. Second Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, I mean, if you understand that right there, you're doing well. Okay? That's the riches right there. Not how much time is left for you to spend your universal basic income, because you took a chip that's only good for another 2 years of slavery. What don't you understand, that this is the beginning of our kingdom, and that somehow you got to get a bag on this side that is completely worthless. These kids don't understand. Look, man, whatever bag you got, you can get the $20 million bag. 20 million. You're good, right? No. No. That bag is tainted. Okay? And you're this close from a real bag. Not even a bag, but just spiritual wealth. Right? Everlasting spiritual wealth. Not they call it generational wealth. What the fuck is that? That's some carnal shit. Generational wealth is carnal as fuck. Now we're gonna have spiritual wealth, spiritual riches for eternity, everlasting spiritual wealth. All right. Anybody's still saying that shit right there. The earth as we know it is fallen. Everything. This whole system is failing. Never to come back. If you understand, See, this devil thinks he think he got a plan. I'm gonna destroy this one. I'm gonna bring in the NWO. No, you're not. Okay. And even if you were, it'd be raggedy as fuck. No, we're gonna do things right. Okay, the right way. Like when the Indians said, well, before the white man got here, we'd hunt all day and eat, and then fuck all night, and then do it again the next morning. Something akin to that. Paraphrase. But the point being made is there's a right way to do things. You think we're not going to do things the right way in the kingdom? It's the whole reason for the kingdom. It's the whole reason for this wickedness that is playing itself out, coming all the way down to the wire. This devil is going to kick and scream like a little bitch to save nothing. You destroyed it, man. Scumbag. You destroyed it. You rushed it. So you're a real devil, man. But it's over, okay? It's over. 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. The end of all things. The end of all things. Your things are over. Shot your wad. Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy way, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Once upon a time, that was directed at us. Guess what? Guess where we're at in the scheme of things right now? See? In the scheme of things, right? We're sitting at a very precarious time. And you have to know you gotta know who the aliens are. Okay? Aliens are bad. Being abducted, right? Being abducted by aliens is a bad thing to some and a good thing for others, okay? Weren't we taught that being abducted by aliens is a bad thing? Isn't that what we were taught? What's the worst thing that could ever happen to you in the world? Well, I'd have to say that being abducted by aliens is probably the worst thing that could ever happen to you, right? Well, if you're not God's chosen people, being abducted by aliens could be the worst thing ever. But if you are God's chosen people, right? What if those aliens are God and those, his chosen people, when they get abducted, right? Is that what they call it? When they get abducted, it's a good thing. Right? Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, right? That word commotions is also the word uprisings. Wars and commotions. Yeah. Let's go over to the UK, the United Kingdom, right? How united. Let's go see how united they are. Let's go over to the old UK and see how united they are. For united we stand, divided we fall, and if our backs should ever be against the wall, which they are right now. Hey, our backs are against the wall, aren't they? Pretty sure they are. Pretty sure. Over in the good old UK, in merry old England right now. They got their hand on the pistol grip, right? They're watching out for one another. Why? Because they fear each other out there right now. That great experiment done went wrong. Right? And what was the great experiment? It's a lot like the Tower of Babel, right? Which we're standing in Babylon, but that great Britain melting pot over there, they're in trouble. Just like the Babylonians were during the time of the Tower. They were in trouble, right? Why? Because you're going against the Most High. You're doing something the Most High don't want. You're not doing what is pleasing to the Most High. You're making him mad. All of this one world, talking, and that's thumbing your nose at the Most High. Right? That old universalism, that Catholicism. But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So that patience, right? It's that patience right there. Okay? What do you got to do? You got to make it to the end. Your goal is to make it to the end. So what do you need? You don't need to see things, right? If you understand that the uprising is just a sign. Sign of what? Hey, the beginning. The sign of the beginning of the end. But the end ain't yet. You're gonna hear wars and rumors of war, but the end ain't yet. You have to endure until the end. You gotta set your sight on the end. How do you do that? Well, factor in patience. Well, what does patience mean? Let's look it up. Well, it means suffering. Now we're in the time of great suffering. Okay. People are suffering right now, waiting for bombs to drop in Western Asia. In West Asia right now, or if you want to call it the Middle East, people are suffering, just waiting. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay, and there's going to be that. We're in time. What time are we in? Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 3:1. Right? There's a time. You got to get that understanding. The understanding is you got to be patient. As the rest of Esau's world crumbles, what do you got to do? Of course you chant it down, but you gotta get in the cut. That's what you gotta do. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. Time to be patient is now. Time to get in the cut. Time to be great. Right? You gotta see everything coming through. Hey, they're fighting over there. Right? What's Yemen doing? Yemen is over there taking down Reaper drones. What's the Iraqis are over there striking American right? What's Hezbollah is over there sending drones. So it's going down. You can't trust this Western. You can't trust Western medicine, Western media. Can't trust that. What's really going on? Got to get in there. You're waiting for a news flash that they started some war. That thing's already going on. Ask them how many more assassinations have taken place since the last three last week. Right? And they over there warring. World War III is popping. Because it says so right here. Right? You gotta get your spiritual goggles, spiritual war glasses. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Well, there it is. That's all the information I need. Some people think, oh, they're going to work it out, right? They'll figure it out. They'll stop it. Cooler heads will prevail. Nope. Nope. Ain't no cooler heads. Cooler heads are going to use a rocket launcher. Okay? I feel fine. Hey, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Back to Ezekiel 7. Ezekiel 7 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord, power unto the land of Israel. And end is come upon the four corners of the land. All right? Hey, end got to come. Right? And the end of sorrow. You got the beginning of sorrow. The end of sorrow's got to come. Right? Eventually. Better is, what is it? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Right? 7, 8. All right. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Woo! And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger riseth in the bosom of fools. See, how are you going to get through Jacob's trouble? Better is the end. First of all, you've got to look at Jacob's trouble as the greatest thing that you've ever. And we're at the end. We're at the end. You see that word patient pop up? Let's read that again. What was it? Ecclesiastes 8. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. The patient in spirit. That's the whole thing right there. How do you move? How do you move forward from here? Okay? I can close the camp right now because you have to endure till the end. Let's get that. Matthew 24. Right? How do you endure till the end? Right? It's the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of the end. But boy, you got to be patient in spirit. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. How do you endure until the end? Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. You have to patiently endure till the end. Let's get that. It's Revelation 13. And we'll close. Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Hey, we're almost out, man. We got to be patient. All right? Your spirit got to be patient. You got to spiritually and patiently move through this time, knowing what's coming. Okay? Ain't gonna be easy. All right? You got to great man your way through. All right? It ain't gonna come. It's not gonna happen the way you want it to. It ain't. the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. This is the book of Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? So, hey, we're at the end, man. Patiently keep your spirit attuned. Watch. Give them warning. We're still out here. All right, it's almost time to go hunting. All right, so with that, all right, call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutation to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. All right, shalom.